Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Legacy United Sandstorm. Now, this guy I was really excited for because, well, we haven't had a new Sandstorm in 10 years? Because the last G1 Sandstorm figure that we had was Feeling 30. And that's a really cool looking figure, but well, it's more of a unique take on Sandstorm because, well, if you look at the aircraft mode, it's not even a helicopter, it's a VTOL. So, I like to more imagine that as a new version of Sandstorm, like a prime version of the character. Because with this, I mean, even before we knew about this guy, I actually suggested that they could just retool Siege Springer into Sandstorm, but of course, that's not what they did. They went above and beyond with this guy. So, yeah. So, looking at the box. So, of course, we've got a leader class box. And, of course, with this being United, the boxes are no longer closed off, so we can actually see him. Of course, we've got Sandstorm in both of his vehicle modes. 3 in 1! Here it says G1 triple change of Sandstorm, which... okay. I mean, they could have just said G1 Universe Sandstorm, but I guess they want to showcase that, yes, he's a triple changer. This side we got Sandstorm in robot mode. Because above his face, and, well, he's actually got his original toy face. Because if you remember, the cartoon actually had a mouth, whereas his original toy had a faceplate. And I actually talked about that when showing this figure off, because they called the cartoon face's handsome face, apparently. Which just makes me think of handsome Squidward, but, well, anyway. This side, of course, we've got Prime, Magmatron, Tidal Wave, all the classics. And of course, we have him in all three modes. We've got Robot Mode, Helicopter Mode, and we've got Doom Buggy Mode, and new for this release, a cage! Okay, I think that's more Hound's thing if you remember the first 3 episodes of the show, but I mean, sure, why not? And well, that's pretty much it for the box. And well, moving on to the figure, well, let's start off in Doom Buggy mode. And well, I mean, right off the bat, this looks amazing. I mean, this figure is basically a modernized, heavily articulated version of the G1 toy. And we can see that here. Because, of course, we've got the orange here, because this is the front of the feet. We've got some detailing here, which are meant to be some of the sticker detailing. Of course, we've got the windshield right here. Got some more replicated sticker detailing. Got the Autobahn City right here. Although it is red on orange, so it's going to be hard to see. Got the side bits right here. Of course, we've got the engine, which is covered by this. You can see the engine right there. And this thing covering the engine is actually a new addition. So, yeah. Of course, we've got the, well, I was going to say spoiler, because that's what I normally see when I look at the back of a car mode, but if anything, this is probably more just a little, trinket that he has. And, well, this can come off if you don't want it there. And this does come separate out of the box, but if you don't want it there in Dune Buggy mode, then you can remove it. So, yeah. Of course, we have some of the bits of helicopter mode just right there, but that was the same with the G1 figure. Underneath, you can pretty much just see the roses right there. Got this little bed that's meant to just be folded right there. We got this panel, which is part of the cage, because it actually just tabs in right there. So that's actually a good bit of storage. Now, one amazing thing that they did, the tires are rubber. Just like with Beachcomber, they made the wheels rubber, so this guy rolls really, really well. Like, probably one of the best rollers that we've had in like a long time. Because of course, with the plastic wheels, there's always a case of one gets stuck, one is always lifted in the air for some reason. They just don't roll that well, period. But with these rubber wheels, Sandstorm just rolls really well. Like, I could doot this guy, and like, this guy is really fun to roll. So yeah, that's definitely a plus of this figure. Now, moving on to accessories, well, of course, as I mentioned, the cage is already on him, because this is pretty much a roll bar for the engine, and the underneath is just tucked away. So the only accessories that we have for the buggy mode, guns, and he comes with 2 guns. So we got this long black rifle here, and we got this little grey pistol. And just plugging these on, if I can actually remember where these go. So, Sandstorm's weapon storage is that you just take this off, take off the entire cage, plug this little winch in, plug this back in, and then just plug in the black gun onto here. So we got that. And for the little pistol, we just plug that underneath like so. So the black gun more comes into play here. But yeah, so here we have Sandstorm with all the accessories. Now, blast effect compatibility. Yes! So we can actually plug in a blast effect, and I guess we can have him fire at someone. I mean, it does fit in with his original personality, because he's meant to be really excited about war and all that. So, yeah. So we just have him do a drive-by Decepticons or something. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. Well, this vehicle mode. So, for comparison, here he is with the original Sandstorm toy. Because I feel like this is meant to be an upgraded version of this. And we can see that they actually did a really good job at updating it. Like, I feel like this section is a bit smaller. The wheels in the original toy were plastic. And of course, there was no roll cage here. But still, I feel like they did a good job modernizing this. Because we got the hatch detail now molded in, for example. Still have the little, I guess, flare thing here. I don't know what you call that. And we still have the helicopter kibble just right there. Hell, the underneath actually look quite similar too. So, yeah. And why not? Here he is with the other Sandstorm that's in Legacy. Here he is with Scorpius, who's, well, this guy's alias is Sandstorm. So we can see the two Legacy Sandstorms together. Now, unfortunately, I don't have Select Sandstorm, who's the beige-colored ramjet, but if I did, then yeah, he would also be here. But still, it's kind of funny that we have two characters in Legacy named Sandstorm now. I get like the big names like Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Starscream. But Sandstorm? Yeah, this is just kind of funny. And well, that's pretty much it for the Dune Buggy mode. Let's move on to the helicopter mode. So, to start off, we're just going to take apart the cage. So we just remove the actual roll bar section here. Take off the winch. And just take off this plate section here. And well, just assembled this into a cage. So we got these bits that just go into these little holes right here. Yeah, I could get these to go in. There we go. Then we just attach the winch on like so. And now it's an actual cage. Like, you can pull on this string right here. And, of course, this can retract. And if anything, this kind of reminds me of Cybertron Evac. So, yeah. So you can just do that if you want. And my only worry is this string getting broken eventually. Because this is string. But well, just saying that's up to the side, let's actually move on to this. So we'll just close this up to form a tail fin. Untab the arms from here. And I guess I'll just keep these up for now to get them out the way. Get the front wheels up. Untab one. Well, move these panels down. So just get these panels up like so. Move one of the wheels up. Rotate this around so it's like so the wheels just rotate like this. And the reason that you wanted the wheels up like so is so that they don't collide like so. If I can just proceed to do the exact opposite of what I just said, but so after a bit of finagling, it's meant to be like this. So you have one wheel here and one wheel here, like so. just untap this bit. And that allows, of course, to flip the head up. Untap these and flip them down. Midway, just spin around the front section of the helicopter, as well as moving this whole bit down. So just get this down halfway. Just get the chest into place like so. Tap the arms into these bits here. And of course, I can't really see because it's black plastic. So if I could just do this close up to my face. There we go. Now, of course, well, as I said, you're meant to flip out these little bits here. So if we just, there we go. So we just close this up like so. So that's the main bit done. Now we just now we just have the top bit and the rotors to do. So if I just pull this up, get this, and that's come undone because, of course, I'm recording, and things always go to hell when you're recording. So just spin around the rotor, so we can try and get this fed through. Tap that in. Spin the rotor around again, get this bit clicked in. Close this up. Just press this into what's going to be the feet. And then just split out the rotors. And I'm pretty sure I've definitely done that way out of order, but we got there in the end. So here we have Sandstorm in helicopter mode. And honestly, I think that this is the better looking of the two modes. Like, definitely, this is the better looking of the two modes. I mean, I think overall Sandstorm's helicopter mode is better than the Dune Buggy modes. Because, like, if we just look at the details, we've got a full-fledged front bit. We've got all four rotors here which spin. Got the tail rotor right here. I mean, of course, we just have the arms right there, but Still have the front wheels here, so that can sort of act. That kind of acts as the landing gear, but we do have some back wheels here for landing gear. These little orange wheels. Now, the underneath, there's a bit more kibble than there was in the Dune Buggy mode. Like, his head's just right there. But, And if we just give him the accessories, well, this time we just take the guns and plug them into the arms. So we plug the pistol in. Plug in the black gun. And of course, these can both take blast effects. So, yeah. Probably my favorite out of the free modes, honestly. Like, I think they sacrificed the Doom Buggy mode so this could work, if you ask me. Now, what about the cage? Well, I think that the cage was designed to work with this mode. So, say a man falls into the river in Lego City. Well, we can just attach this into here. And now we've actually got a cage. So we just prepare the lifeline and lower the stretcher. Well, granted, the winch doesn't come off because it's a 5mm peg, but so we can just say that like a dying Cybertronian or Minicon is in here. Sandstorm can just lift them up to safety. So I guess we can more base this off his pacifist form from the cartoon. So we can, I don't know. So he could be a rescue helicopter then. I don't know. Obviously, this is meant to, like, this is meant to be added to the Elita budget that this guy has. Sort of like Astro Train's Tender or Blitzwing's Gauntlets, but I feel like compared to Blitzwing's Hulk hands, this works. Like, it's not intrusive. It's actually kind of fun because you can roleplay with it. And, well, I just think it's fun. Like, you could even use this with Ravage and Hound if you want to replicate, like, the first few episodes. So, yeah. Now, granted, if you just want to display the helicopter like this, you just have to leave the cage off to the side. But overall, I just love this mode. So, yeah. Now, I'll bring in his original toy again. Once again, they went for extra lengths to make sure it's accurate. And in fact, they added some extra details because we've got some more detailing here in the front. Even after this is missing some stickers. I kind of wish that they added some multiple tampograms right here to go with the stickers here, but oh well. But we can actually see how this is closed off. It's open here, but the I guess bit of a detail right here is replicated on where this is closed off. So yeah. And I guess, why not? Let's bring in Beast Wars Sandstorm. Don't you just love scale? But yeah, I think this is my favorite out of the free modes, so I feel like this could like, I feel like, yeah, like, in my original idea where Sandstorm was just a Springer retool, I'm glad they didn't go that route. Because this helicopter mode is just amazing. So, let's move on to the final mode. So, to get this guy into robot mode, we're just going to condense the rotors, and if you want them to be 2 rotors, then there you go, but I'm just going to fold up all the helicopter rotors, like so. Just... Untap this again. Open this up. Push in the rotor, like so, and that just goes into this little slot like so. If I can actually do that, there we go. Untab the, just try and get the arms untabbed, and let's just focus on the legs first. So I'll just get the wheels back to how they were. Pull the legs out. So yeah, that's actually on a slider joint. Like, it's not an extended joint, it's actually a slider, which is very rare for leg joints these days. Like, it used to be quite common, but like, it's very rare nowadays. So, yeah. Just get the feet forward. Then with the heels, we just open the heels up. And just fold them to the back. So, and then we've got the legs all done. So at the top, we just open these up. Spin the front bits around again. Move these bits up. And these will just tab into here. There we go. This will just fold up like so. And we're pretty much nearly done. So what I'm going to do now is just open up the arm, spin around the hand, extend the forearm, close that. Just do the same with this arm, so just open this up, spin around the fist, extend the forearm, close that. And then finally, move the chest up. Just move the chest up. So if we can just... In fact, I think this is something I forgot. Like, you wanted to, like, describe it as kind of slanted, but the head is still straight. And this port is also facing forward, so this can tab into it. So it's kind of like this. And then just try and get this tabbed in, although this isn't really a secure connection. This can also come untabbed really, like this can come untabbed kind of easily. But well, here we have Sandstorm in robot mode. And honestly, I kind of like that transformation. Like, it's meant to be a modernized version of the G1 toy. And not many figures do that now. I mean, of course, we have Missing Link Optimus, but that's the thing. That's literally the G1 toy with articulation, whereas this is just an homage to the G1 toy. So, yeah. Okay, do I have the legs like fully extended out? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I do. So I guess he's just one of those figures where he's kind of wobbly no matter what you do. But well, just having a 360 of him. You can see that, well, the legs are kind of hollow, but like the arms, like, there's no hollowness. And while looking at the head, yep, that's definitely his toy face. Like, if I bring in the original toy, that's definitely an homage to the original toy, faceplate and all. I know there's going to be some people who prefer the cartoon face or the handsome face, as the designers called it. I don't know why they said that, but I think they said that they do have that in mind. So we could see a retool of this guy with the cartoon accurate face. Maybe if they do an Octane, they'll do a running change of this guy with the cartoon face. I don't know. But hey, seeing how I've had the G1 toy for a couple of years now, I don't mind this being the toy version of Sandstorm. So, yeah. Now, giving him his accessories, well, of course, we can give him his guns. We can actually get them in. There we go. So we can give him the big black gun. And we can just give him the little pea shooter, which is kind of funny to look at. I don't know, like maybe like one of the mini bots asked them to keep their guns safe for them or something. And of course, as I said, Blast Effect compatible. So if you want to reenact his original text spec personality, then there you go. Or even that fucked up version of him from IDW, where I'm pretty sure like it was like the way he acted after the war ended or something. Like he turned into a murderer or something, if I remember. Yeah, like IDW had some weird moments at times. But anyway, we can just also plug these into the feet if you want. Because he has some ports if you want to plug in some weaponizers or armorizers or primizers if you're watching this next year. It's probably just going to be the primes. Like I keep thinking the primes are going to be the take apart gimmick for next year. But I think the reason that this gun is so small is because it's meant to go into the side of the arm. And then, if we just take the cage, we just plug that into the bottom of his... we just plug that into the bottom of his hand, if I can do that. There we go. And now he's got a cage. Maybe that's why he's going trick-or-treating, which, a few months earlier, dude. I mean, I don't know. He could use this as a melee weapon, maybe. So I guess that could work. But yeah, that's obviously meant to be a cage for like capturing someone, like maybe a Decepticon that's been spotted on power drawn. I don't know. So if you just want him to hold the cage and not the guns, and there are some ports in the back here. And well, if we just compare him with his original toy, Honestly, they did a really good job of modernizing this toy. Like, everything is in place. Like, the orange feet, these things have been replicated. The silver hatch thing is now on his stomach again. I kind of wish that they had this thing maybe like just put on his head there. I don't know, but still, I really like this. I kind of wish that they would do it more, because of course we have the Stunticons being redecorated into that toy codes for a gift pack. And I'm trying to think of what else. We have the Toy Accurate Kickback head that was included with Ransack in that multi-pack for Buzzworthy. And of course, we have a missing link. So, the G1 Prime toy can finally just do actual poses. So, yeah. And well, here he is with a certain other Sandstorm. Although, apparently Sandstorm is just this guy's nickname, because his real name is Scorpius, apparently. But here he is with Beast Wars Sandstorm, and, well, the other Sandstorm in Legacy. Yeah, I definitely prefer this guy. And it's funny, because, Beast Wars Sandstorm was one of the first guys in Legacy. Like, he was one of the first exclusives. So now, moving on to this guy's articulation. So if you just remove the cage for this. Well, his head can, of course, move around. Just, unfortunately, he can't move his head 360 because these little nubs get in the way. But hey, can you move your head 360? Of course not. So, at least it's being realistic. The head's on a ball joint, so he can look up and down. In fact, no, it's this panel that's making him look up and down. But still, he can look up and down thanks to this bit. The arms can move, although just be worried that this gets in the way. He can T-pose. He's got elbows up to there. Bicep rotation, and it actually rotates here, so that's pretty cool. Wrist rotation. Oh, just be careful. Yeah, wrist rotation. It's a waist rotation. I'm just trying to... Yep, there's a little bit of waist rotation. Not that much, but it is there. Because it's heavily hampered by all this. But there is waist rotation. Just not that much. You can kick forward. Can't really kick back just due to all this in a way. He's got knees. So far to thigh there. Really good ankle. Well, really good ankle pivot there. And he can do the splits. So, yes, he can stand like this. I don't know how that would help him, but you can do that. The chest can do that if you want. But yeah, it doesn't really help much. Wrist can kind of do that, but that's just due to the transformation. And yeah, the feet can move. And the heels can do that as well, if that helps posing. So, yeah. And I guess a bit of a reverse butterfly joint if you count that transformation joint. So, yeah. I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this guy. So if we just give him the cage back. So, complaints? Well, I mean, for one, he's not really standing that straight. As you can see, he's kind of leaning. It's not due to top heaviness, it's just due to the fact that heels aren't really being that straight. So, I'd more recommend putting him in an A stance, like so he doesn't wobble. But that's minor. Actual gripes. The chest doesn't really secure in that well. So if you're like trying to move him, you're going to end up more moving the chest instead, and that's quite annoying. I also find that trying to get him into helicopter mode is a bit fiddly. Especially just trying to get everything closed up for the final steps. Like, getting him to a Doombuggy mode is no issue, but getting him to helicopter mode, like, you have to remember the orientation of the front wheels. You have to remember the orientation of where the rotors go so they feed through everything. And it can just get kind of confusing. But, of course, by no means, this is a bad figure. Like, if anything, I actually really like this guy. Now, is he better than Thrilling 30 Sandstorm? Well, that I can't say, because I don't have Thrilling 30 Sandstorm, but you might prefer the more unique take of that guy over this guy, and, well, that's entirely fair. It's just, I've been craving a really accurate Sandstorm for quite a while now. And to finally have that just feels nice. Like, if I ever do get Thrilling 30 Sandstorm, I'll probably just repurpose that as like Prime Sandstorm or something. But yeah, this is a really good figure in my opinion. So, do I recommend him? Absolutely. This is a really fun figure. And honestly, the helicopter mode just looks amazing. I think that the winch and the cage are really fun to fiddle with. And honestly, this guy just looks really good. This guy just looks really good on a shelf. Now, hopefully we get an Octane figure to go with this guy. So, yeah. So, this has been my review on Legacy United Sandstorm. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.